3 first launched, Pikmin 4 has arrived to hopefully turn around the series' status as a plucky underdog and send it on a rocket ship into superstar status. Captain Olimar has crash landed onto PNF 404 once again and sent out a distress signal to the entire galaxy. Luckily, the rescue corps are on the case as they launch a mission to the alien planet and, well, also crash land. However, thankfully, the rescue corps left behind their newest member, your created character, who touches down on PNF 404 and meets the titular Pikmin. You soon learn that the rescue corps and a number of other castaways who answered Olimar's call are also stranded. So your mission to rescue one soon becomes a mission to rescue many. While Pikmin 4's tale isn't likely to win any writing awards, it's a fun story that keeps in the spirit of the series. Pikmin 4 also continues the trend of having countless logs written from the perspective of Captain Olimar, who is unironically one of the most well fleshed out and compelling characters Nintendo has ever created. Plus, everything about the game is so charming. From the little chance the Pikmin make as they carry a huge item, to the disappointed look they give when they're left behind while others are carrying something. Pikmin 4's gameplay loop doesn't reinvent the wheel. At its core, it's still about commanding your army of little plant folks to help you defeat the planet's predators and collect items to aid you in your mission. New to the party this time are Ice Pikmin, which can freeze bodies of your water enemies. And there's Ochi, a lovable dog companion who possesses skills that your character doesn't, like jumping, and they quickly become an invaluable member of the team. Outside of being able to ride him and crash him through destructible objects, Ochi also shares some abilities with the Pikmin, like carrying objects and taking on enemies. Ochi also acts as a second captain, like Louie in Pikmin 2, and is able to split off and be controlled independently while commanding his own army of Pikmin, perfect for the divide and conquer approach. However, as much as I love Ochi, he's a major factor in Pikmin 4's biggest issue, and that's how easy it is. I played Pikmin 1 and 2 during the review period, and the difference between Pikmin 1 and Pikmin 4 is night and day. Fighting a spotty Bilbear in Pikmin 1 is a terrifying experience and is likely to see you lose many of your Pikmin warriors. In Pikmin 4, they go down in seconds after bashing into the beast, as Ochi and having your full army of Pikmin latch onto them. And while a less difficult game is better for newcomers, a harder difficulty option would have been nice. While Pikmin 3 felt like a sequel to the first game, Pikmin 4 follows that trend by feeling like a sequel to Pikmin 2. Gone is the overarching time limit which can lead to a tragic end to your captain. Instead, you have as many days as you need to search for Olimar and the other castaways. And to add to the Pikmin 2 comparison, that game's biggest feature, Underground Dungeons, return for this entry, bigger and better than ever. Crucially, caves are no longer randomly generated, which right away makes them superior to their earlier iteration. Across your tail, you'll run into mysterious creatures known as leaflings. These are funny little guys covered in leaves that look suspiciously like people. These creatures are directly tied to Pikmin 4's two biggest additions, Dandori challenges and nighttime expeditions. Dandori is the art of organizing tasks strategically and working effectively to execute plans. And while this is a central focus of the Pikmin series, Pikmin 4 makes it the star of the show. Dandori missions come in two flavors, Dandori challenges and Dandori battles. Dandori challenges are very similar to Pikmin 3's mission mode. In Dandori challenges, you're thrust into a single area with a limited number of Pikmin at your disposal. You'll need to navigate the stage and try and collect a majority of items within a time limit. Much like their predecessor in Pikmin 3, Dandori challenges were one of my absolute favourite parts of the game. It brings back the tension and decision making from the original Pikmin, as you try to decide what approach to take to each stage to grab the highest rating. Do you collect all the stray Pikmin before even trying to collect items? Or do you take out all of the enemies before moving on to other tasks? Dandori challenges are electric and keep you on the edge of your seat the whole time. Dandori battles continue this trend of high stakes, exciting gameplay. Except now there's another player in the mix. You'll face off against a peculiar leafling as you both compete to score the most points by trying to collect the most items. However, there's variables thrown into the mix to keep it tense, such as specific items gaining point multipliers, and in later battles, bombs that can cause your enemy to lose a significant amount of points if they allow it to be taken to their base. My only major complaint is that the mode is locked to a split screen, which does facilitate this mode being available as a multiplayer mode, but feels a bit awkward. After completing a Dandori mission, you'll rescue a leafling and need to cure them of their leafy disposition. This leads us into the other major new addition, Nighttime Expeditions. These expeditions focus around using the brand new glow Pikmin to protect luminols, which produce the cure necessary to heal these explorers. Anyone who has played Pikmin will know how dangerous the night is, but I was let down at first to find out that these are a glorified tower defense mode. Later expeditions do capture some of that difficulty and tension found in the Dandori modes, but I can't help wish that there was more to it. Pikmin 4 also has the credit of being the most ambitious Pikmin entry to date, with its huge number of modes and ideas. It truly feels like a sequel that's been 10 years in the making. Hitting credits took me about 16 hours. However, there's a lot more to do after you hit credits in Pikmin 4. My final playtime of 35 hours can attest to that. And while I won't go into specifics as not to spoil it for any players, I will say it did tip the scale from me giving this game 4 stars to giving it the full 5 stars with how impressive it is. Simply put, you'll be missing out if you don't keep going on. Most of all, Pikmin 4 is just an exceptionally polished game. Nintendo is known to keep titles in the tank for a while, and Shigeru Miyamoto famously said back in 2015 that Pikmin 4 was very close to completion. While I do doubt the game has been in active development since then, it sure feels like it was. Even if it's a bit too easy, Pikmin 4 lives up to the high standards of the series and makes full use of all the new mechanics and modes. Games as feature-rich and polished as Pikmin 4 don't come around too often, and while it isn't as flashy as some of the other bangers released in 2023, it does deserve to be right up there with them as one of the best games of 2023, and definitely an essential Nintendo Switch title over 6 years into the console's life.